What's going on, guys? Good morning and welcome to a new video. In today's video, we're starting off in Pereira, a city that I have a lot of love for, a city that I've been to many times, and it's always a pleasure to come back. I just woke up, I took a shower, got my stuff together. Today is a motorcycle journey video back to Medellín, from Pereira to Medellín. But we're gonna be taking the scenic route. So we're not gonna go straight to Medellín. We're gonna go around. We're gonna go through La Virginia, Anserma, Caldas, and Riosucio, so that you guys can see these hidden pueblos in the mountains of the department of Caldas. The landscapes are incredible. These pueblitos are often missed by tourists who come to visit the coffee region because they're pretty far out. I think they're worth it to visit, and I think they're worth it to show you guys. So it's probably gonna make me take an extra 2 or even 3 hours to get back to Medellín taking this route. So I don't recommend it if you want to get back quickly. Check it out, guys. Really chill vibe today here in Pereira. Let's go. All right, guys. So this is where I left the trusty steed last night. Had her warming up for like 5 minutes. We're ready to hit the open road. Right? Let's go. Alright guys, so this part of Pereira is called Álamos. This is the downhill that goes toward el centro de Pereira. So I basically gotta go through, oh wait, I gotta go this way. I gotta go through all Pereira. I've literally walked all this before. All this. Guys, what's up? I'm here at home in Medellín, editing the video. And I wanna let you guys know I just made a Patreon. So this Patreon is gonna have exclusive content just for the people who are members. You'll be able to keep up with me in real time, see where I'm at, what I'm up to, and also ask me any questions that you may have in mind. Anything you wanna ask me, I'll be there to reply quickly. And yeah, guys, this is gonna help me to continue with my travels, to continue making more content. It's all gonna be invested into my videos, into equipment, into travel expenses. So I'm gonna leave the link to my Patreon in the description below. I'm also gonna leave a link to buy me a coffee if that's easier for you. If you're just watching the video, commenting, clicking the like button, that helps me immensely as well. I appreciate all you guys. Yeah. Let's get back to the video. Like my coca plant? Over here we're going to cross through La Circunvalar. La Circunvalar is la zona rosa de Pereira. It's the area with all of the restaurants, with all the discotecas and bars. There's a mall over here called Arboleda Plaza. See how quickly the scenery changes from one block to the other? Wow, that was intense. Oh, doggy crossing the street. Wow, from one moment to the next, it just turns into the hood. Did you see that? Oh my God. That was pretty intense. Over here, we're leaving Pereira. We're gonna hop on el viaducto Cesar Trujillo Gaviria, also known as el viaducto de Pereira. But this time, we're gonna take it going into Dos Quebradas. In the street, getting off the bus. Make sure you don't hit none of the lovely people of Dos Quebradas. This guy selling bananas and avocados. Let's go straight. Oh, it feels good to be back on the road, man. It feels good. The point of today's video is not to get anywhere fast. The point of today's video is to show you a different side of Colombia. Get in front of all these slow pokes. Or should we go to Cali right now, guys? Should I pop the UE to Cali? Just kidding. I love you, Cali. I'll have to go sometime soon. It's been a while. We going to the north now, guys. We're going to the north. This road that goes up to Santa Rosa de Cabal has a lot of curves. And all the people who like to ride bicycles, they go up this road. This is like the Palmas of Pereira. Oh, this curve is like 9 million years long. When you think it's over, it's not over. But look at that bridge up there. That's the longest curve I ever rode, man. Going up from Dos Quebradas to Santa Rosa y Cabal. It's right here. This is it. Slower gear so you don't go too fast. Check it out. Wow. All the local birds to this region. Beautiful. We're gaining altitude. We're feeling some more fresh air, some fresh, crisp mountain air. Guys, so this road I'm on right now is known as La Pereira Manizales. This is a part of the coffee highway that connects the two cities of Pereira and Manizales. I can't speak highly enough about these roads in the coffee region. The highways are in excellent condition. Alright guys, right over this bridge, we're about to pass over El Rio Cauca, the second most important river in Colombia after the Magdalena. Check it out, El Rio Cauca. Right here we're by El Rio Cauca, basically at sea level. And here we're going to start going back up into the mountains, and we're going to be visiting those little pueblitos, Anserma y Riosucio. Guys, this is the first time I'm in this tunnel. It's called Túnel Tesalia. It's a very, very long tunnel. Wow. You could say Colombia is a third world country that is underdeveloped, but if you look at some of the works of infrastructure that we have on Colombian highways, like for example, this tunnel, it's incredible, man. Colombia has the two longest tunnels in South America. It has both of them. El Túnel de la Línea in El Tolima, and the tunnel of El Oriente in Medellín. Because Colombia is so mountainous, they have to blast through the core of the mountain to build these tunnels. An extremely impressive work of engineering. Oh wow. And it's a whole different weather once you get out the tunnel. It's much more fresh up here. Back up into the mountains, you can see the weather up here is totally different. Down by El Rio Cauca, it was sunny and warm, and up here it's cloudy and cool. This is a little tricky road, a lot of sharp turns. For the most part, it's pretty good, pretty well paved, and we're just going up and up and up. All right, guys, we're going up to El Parque Principal de Anserma Caldas. We're going to be at the main square of Anserma very soon. This is the pueblito right here. You see the Paisa architecture. A lot of these houses here are very, very old. Look at these, man. With the typical Antioqueño architecture. Some of them have been renovated. Man, this town has a lot of hills. We made it. So I'm gonna have a little coffee here and a little walk around, and then we'll continue up towards Riosucio and then Medellín. Let's see, where can I put my bike? Where can I park my bike? Put mine right in here. get off the bike for a sec. ¿Cómo?
¿Qué dijo? ¿Le guardo el casco si quiere?
No, pues yo solo me voy a tomar un café y sigo, yo no me voy a demorar.
Entonces, que de todas maneras ahí ya
bueno, yo apago esto. Alright guys, so I stopped at this coffee shop. It's called Sole, Cafe Sole. I got a little cappuccino and a little hojaldre, they said. It's like a bread with cheese inside. And look, they gave me a little note with my coffee. Que la vida te regale gente que sume gratos momentos y un buen café. And look, that's their Instagram right there. Check it out. You know it's gonna be a good spot when they got the good coffee machine. Yeah, I need a little coffee, low key, man. I was feeling a bit tired and I've only rode for like a little over 2 hours. Let's try this little bread. Alright guys, this is the main square of Anserma, north of the department of Caldas. People just got out of a church service. Let's see what's in the church of Anserma. It says since 1750. No way. So this is El Señor de los Milagros. El Señor de los Milagros is a dark-skinned Jesus. Look, and people ask him for miracles. This is the prayer for El Señor de los Milagros. Sí. ¿Cómo?
La medallita de la fiesta del Señor de los Milagros.
Okay.
La cargas en tu billetera, aquí.
Sí.
Pero tú la cargas en tu billetera para que nunca le falte la salud y el dinero.
Ay,
Y
muchas
te dan a
gracias.
San Benito para la prosperidad. Eso es muy linda. Y colaboran, sino con 2.000 nomás.
Okay.
Papi, ¿tú quieres llevar 3 por 5?
Ay, no, gracias. Es que no tengo
Que le
nadie
lleva
aquí.
una a la novia, otra a la mamá.
Es que yo ahorita estoy andando solo, entonces como...
Ay, tan bello.
Pero bueno, yo le doy 2.000.
Tan lindo.
Muchas gracias.
A ti eres
Bueno,
muy
Dios
lindo.
la
Cuídate
bendiga.
mucho.
Igualmente.
Cuídate mucho.
Bueno, chao. Dios la bendiga. Chao. Bro, what is that pelican up there? What? Guys, I've never seen that before in my life. That pelican? Does anybody know what that means? That is interesting. And this guy's praying to something. I don't know who those are. I'm gonna show you that in a second. One more thing, like this is Jesus on the left. Looks like Jesus, but who's this guy with the gray beard and the orb? Is that a paintbrush or what is that? I really have no idea what this is, guys. If anybody knows what this is as well, let me know, please. This is the Church of Anserma. Here we have La Virgencita, San Antonio de Padua. But yeah, guys, Anserma. I'm gonna do a little lap, then we'll get back on the bike. Really nice weather up here, man. Alright guys, this is the Galeria area of Anserma Caldas. Look at this. This is insane right here. Wow. There is a lot of people, man. A lot of traffic. Look, this is where the Jeeps park up. These Jeeps are traditional in the coffee region. They're in every small town. They're used to get up to the little farms up in the mountains and to get to other pueblos because the terrain here is so steep and rough. These Jeeps can go up anything and they can carry a lot of weight. And they were originally brought over after World War II. These were designed for war. And a lot of them are modified with like diesel engines, with engines that can carry more weight than the stock engine. So guys, I'm just gonna walk through the Galeria just to show you what it's like. So here people are just eating lunch. It's 11 right now, but a lot of people eat lunch early in Colombia. So this is the, the Galeria Anserma Caldas. This is really common here in Colombia, these galerías. Market area with food. Man, this galeria is pretty, how would you call it? Rustic? I don't know what other word to use. It's very, feels very old, like it needs some love and care, man. It needs some love and care, but I guess they're kind of rebuilding it. I mean, it seems like they're rebuilding this whole thing, but it's in the process of being fixed up, so it just feels kind of destroyed. Like, look at all this rubble. Man, that was intense. This is extremely paisa. Like, this vibe right now is just extremely, like, hardcore paisa vibes right here. Look at the galeria. Yeah, they're rebuilding it. I wonder how old it is. Here you get everything. You got drugstore, butchers, food, 99-cent store. Very, very hustle and bustly town, man. Wow. Anserma Caldas. Alright guys, we're gonna pass by La Galeria de Anserma on the motorcycle. When I walked by it, I knew this was gonna be annoying, but hopefully we'll get through nice and smoothly. Take one last look at this place. It's rough, man. It looks rough. This is where we walked for a bit. Now I just gotta go straight to Riosucio. Man, it is a very bustling town. There's a lot of life here, a lot of commerce, a lot going on here in Anserma. Wow, another old church. Look at this one. Whoa. Man, wow. This is like another main square over here. What? Man, this is like a city almost. Wow, look at these hills. A left. Alright, back on the road. But yeah, this is what I wanted to do, man. I wanted to see these little towns of the north of Caldas. Look at these landscapes. I love it. Oh, they got extra over here. Let's get some gas. Buenas. ¿Tiene extra? En esa de allá. La puede llenar, sí. Last time I was in Riosucio, I came from Pereira by bus. And then from Riosucio, I took the Chiva to Jardín. That was a long time ago, man. I was riding around by bus everywhere. Not that long ago, but you know, it was like 4 years ago. I got this Jeep in front of me. The people are vibing in there. Guatica. Man, I do not regret taking this detour. This is absolutely beautiful. Sometimes I gotta pinch myself, man. It's really always been a dream of mine to ride around Colombia on a motorcycle, but to ride around it on this Ducati, imagine falling in here. Oh my God, that would be catastrophic. These views, man. So this little tiny town that I'm passing through is called San Clemente. We've gone even higher up since Anserma, so it's actually quite chilly over here. Wow, man, we're high up right now. Whoa. This ride from Anserma to Riosucio, I highly recommend it, man. The road is in amazing condition. Look at this pavement. It's perfect. A lot of curves, incredible views. You immerse yourself in the Colombian countryside. There's a toll up here. You know, if there's a toll and the road is in good conditions, then it's fine. But the craziest thing is when they have a toll and it's expensive and the road is in terrible conditions. At least this one is good. Man, these landscapes over here, I'll never get tired of this. This is some of the most beautiful scenery, the Andes of Colombia. Wow. Incredible. This peculiar mountain you see here is called El Cerro Batero, or Caramba, as it was referred to by the indigenous tribes that lived here hundreds of years ago, which means Eagle's Head. It belongs to the municipality of Quinchía in the department of Risaralda, right on the border with Caldas. It is 2,200 meters tall and is said to be the resting place of the indigenous goddess of war, Michua. The indigenous tribes believe the waterfalls that fall from its peak are the tears of this goddess who cries eternally. Guys, check it out. That's Riosucio right there. That little town. Well, it's not that little. Wow. It's quite a big town, actually. Wow, look at that. It's incredible how he built these towns on this terrain. It just never ceases to amaze me. Alright, guys. Riosucio. Dirty river. That's what it means. Started drizzling a bit. Hopefully it don't rain too hard. So Riosucio has two main squares, and I'll explain to you why in a minute. Damn, man, this thing is filled up to the brim. There's not a single spot for my bike here. Just pull up right here, bro. Guys, so I am now in the municipality of Riosucio in the north of the department of Caldas in the coffee region of Colombia. This town was founded in 1819 after two towns, which were once mortal enemies, signed a peace agreement in 1814 and came together as one. These two towns were San Sebastián de Quiebralomo and Nuestra Señora de la Montaña. So Riosucio was first found by the Spanish colonizers in the mid-1500s, and a lot of gold was found here. So there was many African slaves who were brought to this region to work in the mines and take out gold. So when the Spanish arrived here, the Ansermas were living here. That is the name of the indigenous tribe that inhabited this region, and that is what they named the other town that I was just in, Anserma Caldas. They named it after those indigenous people. Many towns in Colombia are named after an indigenous word or after an indigenous tribe. And it's really why Colombia is so special. Incredible amount of cultural diversity we have here. Unfortunately, the colonization was horrible. A lot of terrible things, a lot of unspeakable things were done by the colonizers. But man, it created this incredibly diverse culture that we have now. So from that tragedy, we created something that became beautiful, which is pretty cool if you think about it. Alright guys, so I stopped at this restaurant. I was looking for this spot because last time I was in Riosucio, I ate at this exact spot 4 years ago. The bus terminal is right across the street, and I was just looking for some regular Colombian food because that's what I always crave for lunch. So we started off with mondongo. This is beef tripe soup. These little pieces right here are literally the stomach of the beef. It's really good soup, man. Very common in Colombia. It's got like string beans, carrots, potato, and just class. You can't go wrong. This is I got beef cooked in sauce, rice, beans, and a little salad. And that's it, man. That'll fuel me up for Medellín. Riosucio. Yeah, guys, this right here is the second park of Riosucio. The park that once belonged to a separate town before they unified. Check it out. Over here you can drink a coffee. There's a lot of coffee shops everywhere in this town. It was hard for me to find a little restaurant with some regular food. Like right here where I parked my bike, there's a chicken spot, but I didn't want no Colombian chicken. I wanted some menú del día, you know what I mean? But anyways, guys, let's hop on the bike. I'm gonna book it back to Medellín, back home. Maybe I'll stop once to stretch my legs and that's it. So let's hit the road. All right, guys, so we're leaving Riosucio. Man, I left my GoPro on and it drained up all the battery. So I might not make it to Medellín with my GoPro charged. I really enjoyed riding the mountain roads up here. And someday I'll come for the festival. Someday I definitely gotta come for the Carnaval de Riosucio. For sure. Man, there's an 18-wheeler in this tiny, narrow little road. I don't think these type of trucks should be allowed in here. It's so narrow. Look how he has to take up the whole entire street to hit that curve. And there's a motorcycle coming. And he has to like almost get run off the road. So ridiculous, bro. That's things I don't like about Colombia. On a road like this, it's hard to overtake a big truck like this one. There we go. This is my shot. A lot of times you gotta wait for a speed bump to overtake. So here we're gonna be coming down through a little town called Supia, and then we're gonna be in the blazing heat again. So I'm gonna enjoy these fresh, cool winds of the mountains while I can. That's probably Supia down there. Man, there's a crazy storm over those hills over there. It looks like some heavy rain coming. Hopefully I'm not gonna go right into it. I don't think so. I want to show you guys what it looks like, because that cloud over there looks menacing. Supia. My first time in Supia Caldas, guys. Look, that cloud over there. Wow, am I going straight into that storm right now? No way. No way. I'm not even gonna take the GoPro off the helmet. This is Supia. Right here is the main church of Supia. I wasn't gonna stop here, man. I just had to because of the rain. But it looked so like it was gonna rain so hard, and it did rain hard for a little bit, but then it went away quickly. So let's just do a little lap around the park so you can see Supia Caldas. I didn't think I was gonna come in here, but we're here. Little coffee shop right here. Man, there's a lot of people out. Simón Bolívar, always everywhere in every single park. They got a lot of trees. And just a bunch of little shops everywhere, selling coffee, selling little snacks, and I love Supia sign. We had to walk past it, right? Yo amo Supia. All right, guys, I think now I can continue. I wasn't trying to get soaked. All right, guys, we're leaving Supia. I only have 10% left on my GoPro. I'll film until it's out of battery. All right, guys, well, I actually got quite wet. I got pretty soaked. I really didn't expect rain like that. I thought if I waited it out a bit, I wouldn't get wet, but I guess I was about to say I waited for nothing, but I think it was raining much harder before. We're finally on the highway that goes up to Antioquia, so we're passing here by La Feliza. Up there you go to Philadelphia and to Salamina, Naranzazu, all those places. Damn, man, it really rained. Rained pretty good. My legs are all wet. Mostly my legs got wet from all the water that picks up off the ground. And now when the road is wet, these big trucks lift up all that water. And I don't know if you can tell, it makes it hard to see. Like, it creates like this cloud of vapor. Get in front. Man, that was scary. Antioquia, an hour and 45 minutes from Medellín. Let's go. I took my 360 camera off because it was shaking when I was going fast. I didn't want to worry about it. I didn't want to worry about losing it. That would be an expensive loss. So yeah, guys, we'll be there soon enough. Man, it's been a long day. It's about 3:54, about to be 4. All right, guys. We made it to Medellín. I got 3% on my GoPro. Man, what time is it? It's 4:41. We actually got here before we got here an hour early. The GPS, when I was in Supia, I said I would get here at 5:42. I remember exactly that it said that. So we got here way before that, an hour earlier. I wonder